Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back for another Terraria stream. Normal Saturday, 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock stream today. And yeah, just going to get started. I did do some off-stream stuff to help out with the Hive Mind boss. Can't remember exactly what I did. It's been a few days at this point. And I didn't do like a whole lot, but I did some stuff. I'm just gonna take a look here. Oh, we got the traveling merchant moved back into our home somehow. I don't really know how that happened, but he's back. So we do have a daily selection of items that we can choose from now. So that's cool. I'm still looking for major food. We have medium food. We keep finding a lot of medium food, as you can see in the description here. It says medium improvement to all stats, aka medium food. I'm still trying to find a major food so we can improve our potion power a little bit more. I just haven't found it yet. We're still on the look for that. Oh, okay, so we did some fishing. Not for potion fish, but just for the fishing rod, so we could have more lines out every time we fish. So now we have 4 lines every time we fish. I got this as an accessory, this tackle box here, which I'm going to combine with some other accessories later as we get them fishing. I'm just going to keep that here for now. I can't remember if I got this on stream or not, but I got a angler set of armor. So I just went ahead and replaced my shadow armor with the angler armor. So now we have either fishing or mining equipped on this build. You know, if we terraform underground, we can use this armor set. If we're fishing, we can just go ahead and use this one. That's cool. I went through the rest of my materials list to see what we can build out of everything here, and there wasn't a lot. There was a couple weapons that we could build out of sea remains and sea prisms and pearl shards and acid wood. There was a set of weapons that I forgot we could build with acid wood earlier, and I went ahead and built them now. But I feel like at this point we're kind of outclassed, or we outclassed those weapons. So not really sure they're gonna help us out too much on the boss, but we do have them available to us. And in the interest of collecting more potion fish in the future, I also have these fishing nets in my inventory, which are going to allow us to create a fish harvester eventually. You need like 7 of these to create a fishing harvester. And all you do is just place the harvester at like any fishing source. I could put it down like right here, and it would just start collecting a bunch of fish over time. So I'm gonna build one of those eventually once I acquire more fishing nets, and we're gonna put that wherever we need for the potion fish. Which is why I didn't do any potion fish fishing over the week. All right. I think that's pretty much it. The weapons I made. Let's see. I think we made this one. This one. This one. A couple magic weapons as well. This one. This one. this, this. So definitely a good selection of weapons. But again, I think we're past the point where these are useful. I'll just show you what they do in order. We have Storm Surge, which is a ranged gun that does not consume ammo. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, it does seem pretty solid. It doesn't seem like a bad weapon. But again, we have this and the Star Cannon, which are probably both better than this bear. We have another ranged weapon that does not consume ammo. This is the Reed Blowgun, which just shoots bullets, or bubbles, sorry. Bubbles as bullets, pretty much. So there's that. Again, our guns are probably just better than that one. Then we have the Toxibow, which converts wooden arrows into these, I think they're called like sulfurous arrows or something like that. They inflict a certain debuff they hit. Kind of hard to tell, but you can see there's like a sound bite and a particle effect that plays every time the arrows hit something, so there's that. We're just not using any bows right now, so I just don't know we'll make use of this. We have our magic weapons. For those, we have a Parasitic Scepter. I guess this one doesn't seem bad, to be fair. I still think our Hellwing Staff is probably better than that, if I had to guess. Then we have the Aquamarine Staff, which just shoots out a couple bolts of, looks like water energy or something like that. That's cool. It doesn't seem like a bad weapon. Honestly, I probably would use this instead of the Flare Bolt if the Flare Bolt did not bounce off of walls. The fact that this thing bounces, kind of the only reason I'm using it. If this thing bounced off of walls, that would be great, but it does not, unfortunately. And then we have a Coral Sprout, or Coral Spout spell, which is basically a gun, in a way. It shoots out these petals, I guess. They're like flower petals that inflict some kind of debuff on the enemy. Depending on how long I charge it, it either shoots out a burst of petals like that, or just a single petal, like a buckshot, almost. Like a widespread versus a buckshot shotgun kind of thing. You know what I mean? Again, our stuff is probably just a little bit better than that, so I'm gonna keep using that. And then we have an acid gun, which honestly seems like it might be one of the better options for us to use, but I think it just shoots a little too slow for it to be good right now. It has good damage for sure, but I don't know, I just don't think it'll be that useful during the boss. But yeah, we have all those. If we ever do want to try them, or if they happen to combine into other weapons, we do have those now. I went ahead and also reforged all of my gear to be the best that it can be for now. So all of our accessories now are lucky or warding. On all of our builds, we have lucky and warding on everything. And on this guy specifically, it's just warding, so we have, you know, more defense because of the lack of defense that we get from these armor sets here. So that's cool. We have that going for us. And all of our weapons are either unreal or mythical, which is the best prefix that we can get for ranged weapons or magic weapons. So we got that going for us as well. I don't believe we got any more potion powers. Again, I didn't go fishing at all. And all of the other ones that we have available to us, I'm pretty sure don't help us out during the boss. Splunker Potion, Shine Potion, Night Owl, Hunter, Gravitation. Calming, I guess, might. It might reduce the spawns in the arena, so we don't have to deal with other enemies in the meantime. That might be the only one. Yeah, all of these we're just going to wait on till later. But yeah. I also managed to get a fish finder from fishing, which is a combination of all of the fishing related accessories that we had here. It was the fishing pocket guide, I think it was called, the weather radio, and the sextant, which do what this does, but this is just, you know, a combination of everything, so it saves space. So this displays weather, moon phase, and fishing information, and you can see that all over here. So that's cool. So yeah, I guess today we're really just going to be doing a bunch of attempts on the boss, and maybe scrounging around for different items if we can't beat him. Like I said, I did go through all of the materials in our chests. I don't really know what else we can build as of now. I've already built it. Whatever we can build, I've already built it. But yeah, we might be kind of hard pressed for gear if we can't beat the boss right now. And I'm only coming down here to the spider den, or whatever this biome is called. Spider cave. I don't know, spider nest. You get these cobwebs, because we can make silk out of cobwebs, and if we have enough silk, we can make more fishing nets to allow us to make the fishing harvester. So every once in a while, I'm just going to come back down here and get some more cobwebs, because this is a renewable source of them. We can always just come back down here and get more cobwebs. We don't really get all that many, but, you know, it's something. It's just going to take us a while to get up to 7 fishing nets. We can go ahead and turn all of these into silk. I believe it takes 25 silk to make a fishing net. We do have enough for 1. But we still need 3 more. Yeah. I guess we might as well just go ahead and start some boss attempts for today. And in all likelihood, it's going to be like... I keep saying it's going to be like King Slime. And that's that still rings true. We're just going to spend like all stream basically just killing this guy over and over again until we beat him. Or I guess more accurately dying to him over and over again until we beat him. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, I did mention the weapons that we built out of sulfurous scales and acid wood, which we got from the abyss. Not the abyss, the sulfurous sea, which is basically the abyss, but you know, on the surface. If we wanted to, I think we could go back over there and maybe scrounge some new materials from the enemies. But the sulfurous sea is still dangerous to us. We can't really go that deep into the sea without just dying. The enemies deal a lot of damage and the water itself will hurt you if you stay too long. I mean, we could probably try to go down there and get some stuff. I just played it a bit conservative when I was off stream and just grabbed the tree wood scales, and that was it. So there could be more to get out of all of that, but I don't really know right now. We also do still have the option of creating different healing potions. I believe we can use a restoration potion, which restores 90 life and has a reduced cooldown. So if we want to heal more often, we can use that for a little bit of a sacrifice on, you know, the healing value, I guess. Or we could use a type of fish that you can actually get in honey, called a honey fin, which restore 140 life and don't incur any kind of penalties aside from the normal potion sickness. So we would just be using an improved healing potion, basically. But the only problem is we have to fish for the honey fins. So it's going to take a long time to get like 100 of them or 200 of them in our inventory. So again, if we get the fish harvester sometime soon, we can make use of that. Get some honey fins in our inventory, but for now, it's just not going to be realistic to fish for that many honey fins one sitting. At least not for me. Alright, let's go ahead and start this. We're still going to stick with the same strategy we've been using for a while now. Just the star cannon. Then maybe switch off to the flare bolt, I believe we were using for phase 2. Then once we get past phase 2, if we get past phase 2, we're going to use the space gun. Get rid of those those minions that spawn the rain that move around the arena. So yeah, strap in, guys. Like I said, it's probably just going to be a 3-hour stream of this. So if you're not interested, feel free to skip ahead in the videos. If you're watching these as they come out, you know, I kind of apologize, I suppose. Just gonna have to bear with me for the week. So it has been a week, and like I said, it's been a couple days at least since I've logged onto the game. All that stuff I did was like Monday or Tuesday. So it's definitely been a couple days. So I'm gonna have to get my hands and fingers back into the muscle memory of Terraria. Completely different than any of the other games I'm playing. I guess you could say it's most like you know, Tina's Wonderlands, if anything, but and then not really like that at all. Alright, well, we are making pretty good progress here. I say right as we die. I kind of expected this to die a lot earlier, but that's cool. I am snacking on some Sour Patch Kids here, by the way, if you're curious. Gonna reply to a text here, sorry. My mom asked me what I'm doing today. I know it's like not particularly normal just to pick up streaming as a hobby, but my family always urges me to just go outside, like find something to do outside. I mean, I get, but stuff outside costs money. I don't have any money. Even if I just, you know, walk around somewhere, it costs gas money, because you guys know I live in the middle of nowhere, basically. The nearest freeway for me is at least 40 minutes away. So, if I want to go like way out of town, that's a lot of gas money. And even if I want to just stay local, like events happen at least 20-30 minutes away from me, so even those aren't really local. Not that local, at least. And by 20 or 30 minutes, I mean it's like a at least a 15-mile drive. It's not like 5 miles. Gonna be like 15, 20, 25, 30 miles away. Because there's not that much traffic. I did find a job. Pretty sure I talked about it, but I did find a job at my district, my school district. So I have been doing that the past week. I started on Tuesday, and I'm off on the weekends because, you know, it's a school district, so I'm not working when the kids are not there. I'm not like a custodian or anything, so. Any day the kids are not there, like holidays or weekends or summer break or anything like that, I'm not working, so. I'm off today. I'll be off tomorrow as well. And I will be off once they start summer, which is in another week. Oh! Phase 3 looking not very good. Yeah, no. I feel like I can't really see that well. I don't know if that's intentional for this boss. You know, I have my window open, there's plenty of light coming in my room right now, and my screen brightness is also all the way up. And I just feel like I can't see the boss very well. Or his attacks. I don't know if it's just me. Or again, if that's intentional, but... yeah, I think it must be intentional, because, like, the screen dims when you enter the corruption. Everything's like a dark purple or like grayish color. Stuff kind of blends into itself easily. Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine that's intentional. It is annoying, though. Pick the wrong tunnel to go down. Whew. So yeah, I've been doing some work off stream. As in work, I mean like work, like employment. It's been fun. Like I said, I just started on Tuesday, so I got to meet all the kids and the other staff working the after-school program. And everyone seems nice. Everyone seems like They get along well. I get along with the other staff members. All the kids are, they're just kids. So far, I like them. They like me. Yeah, I don't know. I like it so far. How am I supposed? I still don't know how to dodge this guy well. Really inconsistent every time I try to dodge him. I guess I could just do something like that, where I just move side to side, and then right before he charges, I start to move like upwards. It seemed to work a little bit better that time. I'm gonna have to definitely do that more consistently, though. So we're gonna have to try it over and over again before we really get that down. All right. Oh yeah, I mean, again, I've talked about it, but sooner or later I'll be able to actually go out and do stuff with my life. It's gonna be a while before I start to pay off my bills. You know, have a good chunk of change to actually use for myself. Like I said, I just started working, so y'all know how it is. You gotta start working, you gotta wait for your first paycheck, then you gotta like quickly pay off whatever you need to pay off, and like hold out to your next bill and your next paycheck, and it's like, I don't know, it just takes a while for stuff to sort itself out. So I'm gonna be waiting on that for a while. Yeah, sooner or later, I started investing in some new stuff and going out more and all that stuff, so fun stuff, fun stuff. First time we've gotten adrenaline in a while. Don't really know if that was the best use of it, but nope. Alright, so let's try to move like side to side and then only jump up as he charges, maybe? We are dodging him more consistently for sure, but the spitballs are still hitting us every once in a while. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a bad strategy. Maybe we can make use of that. Alright, so what happens during this phase? I still don't exactly know what happens. A lot of stuff going on at the same time. Like spawning enemies. There's these things that follow me around. And he does like a... Apparently he's circling me again like he did during phase 2. Yeah, this isn't... Definitely not easy. Ah, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a King Slime moment, for sure. There isn't really an easy way, I think, to to get familiar with the patterns. We just have to keep doing it over and over again. Well, maybe the space gun isn't the best weapon we can use during that phase. Because, I mean, we do want to get rid of those hearts that, like, follow us around and spawn, rain. That was kind of, excuse me, that was kind of my main issue when we got to that phase before. But maybe, honestly, it's, a bit more complicated than I gave it credit for. So I think we could use either the Hellwing Staff or the Fungicide, honestly. Because the Fungicide is going to spawn in, like, homing bullets that will take care of the minions for us. And the Hellwing Staff is just a good weapon. I think either one is a good choice for that phase. But we're definitely going to have to get more consistent during phase 2 so we can actually reliably get to phase 3. More than anything, I think. I'm going to try out the Fungicide first. See how that does. So do you do a spawning motion like that? Like how you just spawn all those clouds and then circle us? I'm thinking like he spawns some kind of wave of enemies or those clouds or something and then circles us like he was in phase 2, maybe? I don't know if that's consistent, but seems like that's what he was doing there.